Hello, everyone. Welcome to C. Thomas Talks. My name is Christopher Thomas, or C. Thomas. Usually, I do a story every Tuesday, but this caught my attention, and I just felt like I was compelled to say something about this. There's a story that I'm pretty sure some are familiar with a girl by the a young lady. I won't say girl, a young lady by the name of Cyntoia Brown. Cyntoia Brown. Sorry, my apologies. Cyntoia Brown, who was sentenced to life in prison in 2004 for killing the man who turned her into a sex trafficking slave. I'm gonna say it again. Cyntoia Brown was sentenced to life in prison in 2004. It's 2017 now. For killing the man who turned her into a sex trafficked slave. Okay, and this I'm reading right now from the NY Daily News, and see. Now this is about everybody's in uproar, celebrities, and everybody's just in an uproar about this because this is nuts. So I'm gonna read this. Let's see. All right, it's from the NY Daily News, New York Daily News. It reads: Imagine at the age of 16 being sex trafficked by a pimp named Cutthroat. They put cutthroats in quotations. The Instagram post featuring a picture of Brown from filmmaker Daniel Behrman's 2011 documentary Follow Her Case reads: After days of being repeatedly drugged and raped by different men, you were purchased by a 43-year-old child predator who took you to his home and used you for sex. You end up finding enough courage to fight back, shoot, and kill him. That's what she did. Like she was taken and sold as a sex slave. As a sex slave. It says she was purchased like you would purchase a couch or a car. She was purchased by a 43-year-old child predator. Okay? Which, like, this was in 2004, she was 16. So now she finds the courage because when she's young. So a 43-year-old man ain't much a 16-year-old can do with them physically. But she finds the courage to fight back, shoot, and kill him. The post goes on to say that Brown was tried as an adult in Tennessee for killing 43-year-old Johnny Mitchell Allen. That's the name of the person that she killed, the child predator. 43-year-old Johnny Mitchell Allen, after he solicited her for sex. She was found guilty of murder and prostitution and was sentenced to life in prison. Brown, Cyntoia Brown, is not eligible for parole until she turns 69. She was 16 in 2004. She will not be able to receive parole until 69, to the age of 69. She was taken as she was a sex slave. Sold like you would sell property. She was sold like a house. She was sold like a car. like jewelry. She was pawned off to a 43-year-old child predator. She fights her. She fights her child predator, shoots and kills her child predator. So pretty much, the prey killed the predator. The prey, Cyntoia Brown, fought back and killed her predator, Johnny Mitchell Allen, and she gets life in jail. Now, I know first of all, they tried her as an adult. And because she was found guilty of murder and prostitution, they gave her life in prison for defending herself. Let's just be real. She defended herself. She was taken and sold off. She was defending herself, and they gave her life. She won't be able to. She says Brown is not eligible for parole until she is 69. She's there anymore. And you have tweets and stuff. You have tweets from other, like, you have tweets from like Rihanna posted a tweet, and this reason why the documentary says, in the documentary, and more recently this past Thursday, Berman revealed insights into Brown's life. Berman was the person who did the documentary, and the documentary revealed insight into Cyntoia Brown's life. Okay, how she suffered physical, sexual, and verbal abuse for years. Okay, and this is what she says. This is her statement. No, I'm sorry. It's the person with the documentary statement, and it says, "We started." This is in quotes. "We started the conversation with Brown being a young girl who at the tail end of 3 generations of violence against women." So this is a history of violence against women in her family. 3 generations, mostly, I mean, her, say the tail end, her mother or aunts, and grandmother. 3 generations. It's just the child, mother, grandmother. She told Tennessee's Fox 17 Nashville she had no chance. During her trial in 2004, Brown testified that she was choked, beaten, raped frequently in her home and threatened at gunpoint. Her lawyers tried to argue that this kind of environment and the trauma she suffered as a child is what led for her to shoot Allen after he paid her for sex. So, pay for sex, you already know what that's about, But let me continue reading. Back then, it did not matter during her trial and sentencing that Brown was a child. But since Berman's documentary, the laws in Tennessee have changed. A person now has to be 18 or older to be charged for prostitution, and children are automatically considered the victim in sex trafficking cases. So, due to the documentary, okay, now here's the thing. Brown is now 29. Brown is now 29 and has already been in prison for 13 years. In that time, she has completed her associate's degree through Lipscomb University, in-jail program, is reportedly working on her bachelor's, and is a volunteer with the Juvenile Justice Association. And it's called, and she has something called a move petition aimed at Brown's freedom through the presidential pardon. Oh Lord. Presidential pardon. This is gonna go left, I believe. The presidential pardon is currently circulating online. It garnered nearly 124,000 signatures to date. So she's still in jail. She's still in a sex trafficking victim is currently in jail serving a life sentence for killing her abuser. And first of all, I want to commend Cyntoia Brown for having the mental fortitude to make something positive out of her life. Despite everything that's happened to her wrongfully, her being in jail is wrong. Dead wrong. Her life, is for her to go through all of that and for her to achieve her associate's degree and working on her bachelor's degree, despite what she went through, takes an amount of courage and strength that not many humans can endure. I don't know many people. I don't know if I can endure that. I don't know many people that actually can go through that and still find the strength to do things like associate's degree and going for a bachelor's degree while in jail. While in jail, serving life for killing her sex trafficking predator. What in the frick is wrong with the justice system? What 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 needs to be done? What needs to be done for real justice to prevail? So what is it because she was a prostitute? Is that what it is? Is that what it was? Is that why she was sentenced to life in jail for killing her abuser? For killing a child predator? Is that why she's in jail serving life now? Because she was convicted of prostitution? Is that why? That's what we're doing? I thought that you as an American citizen had the right to defend your life at all cost if in the act of self-defense. If someone is abusing you, you have the right to defend yourself, even if it means taking the life of your abuser. That's what I thought. Is those who watching this video, help me if I'm wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. As a U.S. citizen, don't you have the right to defend your life at all cost? Like, if a person can't defend their life from an abuser, a child predator, a sex trafficker who it said it beat her. What did it say? What did it say? What did it say? What did it say? I don't want to misquote nothing. What did it say? Excuse me. Brown testifies that she was choked, beaten, and raped frequently in her home and threatened at gunpoint. Now, it says she suffered physical, sexual, and verbal abuse for years. Now, if that ain't a recipe for defending your life, I don't know what is. That's equivalent. That is equivalent to telling the black slaves that, oh, you're wrong for killing master. You're wrong for killing your slave master. The person who enslaved you, you're wrong for killing them. They stole your freedom. They raped you. And now you want to kill them, and you're wrong for wanting to kill them for abusing you. You're wrong for defending your life from your abuser. That's what you're telling. That's what you're telling her. It's not just her. You're telling. You're telling every single girl. You're telling every single girl. You're telling everybody, but you're especially telling every single girl that you can be seen as a criminal if you can be convicted as a criminal if you defend your life against a criminal. So you're pretty much telling little girls. You're telling little girls that if you go into prostitution, or if you kill your abuser, if you kill the person who is threatening your life, you can be punished. You're punished for defending your life. Now this happened in 2004. This is 2004. It's 2017. This is 13 years ago that this happened. And it's just now reaching a boiling point. Like, who knows what kind of mental trauma she went through, thinking that, okay, I'm defending my life and I get sent to jail. She already spent 13 years in jail for defending her life. What? She spent 13 years of her life in jail for defending her life. And yeah, she killed the child predator. So what? Kill him. If she didn't, someone else would have. If she didn't kill that child predator, that pedophile, if she didn't kill him, somebody else would have. And you send her to jail for doing what she has the right to do? Fuck out of here. Sorry. And despite all of that, she still manages to do something positive with her life. She should be free just off of that alone. Just off the strength of the fact that you were abused sexually and everything, went to jail, served 13 years of a life sentence, and you still found the mental fortitude to get your associate's degree and go for your bachelor's. You know what? You are pardoned. That's bravery on a level unheard of. You are pardoned. You are free to go. You are free to go, Miss Brown. Here you go. My apologies. Matter of fact, she needs to be compensated. Cause think about this. 14. She's now, I'm sorry, 16. She was 16 when she went to jail. She went 13 years. She's 29. 13 years of 13 years away from her family. 13 years of going through high school. She was 16 years old. You're in high school. You just started high school. Either freshman or sophomore in high school. You missed high school. You missed college. Now, granted, she's gone back and got her college degrees, but you missed that. You missed that. You missed Shoot, you miss being outside. You miss hanging out with your friends. You missed actually falling in real love and starting a family. Now, you can still start a family, but you miss 13 years you can't get back. You know how much time, effort, energy, and money you missed out on? She needs to be compensated. First, she needs to be compensated by giving her freedom back, and she needs to be financially compensated. Because sex trafficking, that means people paid to have sex with her. They paid to rape her. They paid to abuse her. They paid someone to abuse her. She was shipped off like cargo to be abused and raped. She needs her freedom. She should have been gone. She should have been out of jail years ago. She should have been out of jail years ago. She should have been out of jail before this ever hit the social media. Before this hit Twitter. She should have been freed. She needs to be freed and financially compensated. She needs to be compensated 360. Because you can't. And I want to know what judge. That's what I want to know. Who was the judge that saw this and said, you know what? She needs to serve life in prison. Wait. What? Do they have the judge's name? I want to know who the judge was. Who did this? Where is that? Who was the judge during her trial back then? I want to know that. I want to find that person. Because that person needs to be brought to task. This young lady is brilliant. I don't see it. But yeah. What judge saw this case and said, she was taken, sold off for sex. She was raped, abused, choked. She fought back her abuser. She killed her abuser. Let me see. I got it. Life in prison. What idiot judge thought to give this person life in prison? I hope it wasn't. I hope it wasn't. You know what? It shouldn't even matter what judge. I was going to say, hope it wasn't a female judge, but it shouldn't even matter. Cause judge male or female, it shouldn't have mattered. Like, is this what justice is? Is this justice? I'm gonna put something out there. I'm gonna put something out there. This is what I'm gonna do. I believe that the judge that sentenced her to life in prison was in cahoots with the abuser. I'm gonna say it. I believe that the judge that sentenced Cyntoia Brown to life in prison for killing her sexual abuser, for killing her rapist, was in cahoots. Yes, I said cahoots. Cahoots with the sex offender, the sex trafficker. I believe that because I can't think of any logical reason why a judge would sentence someone to life in prison for defending their life against their abuser, their oppressor. For a judge to say, you know what, this girl should get life in prison, I find it very hard to believe that the judge ain't had nothing to do with that. The judge ain't had nothing to do with the sex trafficking. I just can't. It's illogical for me to believe that the abusee should get life in jail for killing their rapist and their abuser. That is the total opposite, the polar opposite, the 180-degree opposite of what justice is. That is the definition, the actual definition of corruption. Who was the judge that thought that was justice? Where that judge at? Where that judge at? Somebody, whoever watching this video, find out who that judge was that thought that it was okay to give her life in jail. Find that person. We need to bring that person to the forefront and see what's happening with that judge and see where their mind was. Like, what's happening with that? That's nuts. That's just absolutely mind-boggling, baffled. I don't get it. Anyway, much respect to you, Cyntoia Brown. Much respect to you for you to find that mental strength to keep a positive outlook on life and to be strong enough to still persevere in the face of all of this. I hope you get your freedom immediately. And you need a presidential pardon ASAP. Even though the president at this particular time is not really fond of justice, it's only right that you get the justice that you deserve. You did not get the justice that you deserve, Miss Cyntoia Brown. You did not get the justice that you deserve. The justice system failed you. The justice system failed you. Free Cyntoia Brown. That's all I gotta say. Thank you for watching this video. Leave a comment down below. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. I'll catch you all later. Free Cyntoia Brown.